Let tell the say the truth and let the devil be ashamed.
Yes, exactly, Mama. Yes.
This woman speaks like Ajoke. Is she Ajoke Adebako?
Yes, no, she is.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Who is making that comment that this woman loves Arika? Who is making that comment?
Yeah, I love him. Maybe I will marry him. But I have to correct him.
Mingu.
See, Mommy, see, one of the hosts, Timo like Modemadaru Kwek, anything is.
Please, can I comment?
Okay, sure.
No,
No, can I comment? Can I comment?
Sorry, ma.
Let me talk to Paparano. Can I comment?
He's not talking to me and I'm not talking to him. You understand?
And this is what I want to comment about. You know, for me, I'm born a straight talker, straight shooter. I see the way I see it. And Paparano's here. Paparano have corrected me on my number.
Aristo, okay.
He will say, Aristocrat is not like that. This is it. This is the fact. We argue, we agree. That is the hallmark of deliberation and engagement. But when you are talking about A, and someone come into the mix and say what you have been saying before, that is out of the point. Now, when Ajoke came up, Ajoke said, why are you always? That is a universal usage of a word. You are saying, why are you always castigating what others are doing? That is an affront, a full affront. And I tried to say, did you listen to what I am addressing? Because he came with something else. So if he had come under a topic of when Paparano will say, we are talking generally now, or someone wants to bring something up, and she brought that up, that would have been an opportunity to engage. Oh, what are you talking about? This is what I was talking about. But she came in a discussion of where I was actually reacting to the video and what Worry Queen said. And she came as a third person to say, oh, you that you are talking,
said,
why are you
maybe
always,
because I don't really understand English.
Are you always
Can you read that comment?
Everything down.
Forget about conversation, Magan.
So, Tunes, that is an affront on me. You understand what I mean? Yeah, and I tried to engage her to say, did you say I was talking, she was talking? Do you want to banter or you want us to engage? Because if you want someone to explain something to you and the person is talking and you are interjecting, it means you don't want the person to talk. So what it means is for us to have a clearer and a better atmosphere to talk, someone just have to, not talk. And that was what I simply did. And from our own explanation, when she listened to the video, the judgment is for everybody. Therefore, my commentary wasn't wrong. My commentary wasn't wrong. But I think she did not come up on my commentary. She simply came on something she thought I've done in the past. And that is okay. But for me, I only want to engage on what we are discussing. Because we stick to a point. We stick so that we don't, we don't make people run about. Paparano brought a topic, and I think for anyone that comes up to talk, you should face that topic because he has set the agenda. I'm someone that don't like to move out of point. Stay on what we are discussing. When we move to another thing, we discuss on it.
It's okay.
Now, she accused me of I'm always. She used the word always.
Yes, that
always means what? Mommy. That is about 90%.
Yes, Mommy.
So she come in with that.
Okay.
She came to attack me.
Sorry about that, but
okay.
yeah. I do apologize for that.
Before you say sorry, say
not
sorry,
always.
my love. Say sorry, my love. Say sorry, my love.
Yes, you can say sorry, my love. Doesn't mean that they're sleeping together.
It's too early.
Please, can you talk one by one?
Is speaking. Say sorry, my love, to Aristocrat, so that.
Are you a matchmaker? Grandma la Joke o. Grandma man tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ ni ẹ ti grandma lẹ o. grandma ò lè
He said he
lọ́kọ.
wants boyfriend.
Aristo
He said
pẹ̀lú
this now.
Aries wọ́n ti marry so mo tiẹ̀ fẹ́ yọra mi lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ń bí báyìí ń sìn.
Èmi
You
àti Aries
understand?
àti marry. Orúkọ yẹn dẹ̀ look alike o, but kò jọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ kó jọ tèmi o, àwọn méjèèjì ló
No,
jọra wọn.
mo sọ wípé Aristo àti Aries ó fẹ́ look alike, you know. When you
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
remove
bàbá mi, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni,
Aries
ó fẹ́
and
jẹ́ pé
Aries,
mi náà wọ́n máa ní mo lọ dalé onílé o.
so
Ẹgbẹ́ fún méjèèjì sílẹ̀.
ó fẹ́ jọ bọ̀ kò jọ. Aristocrat
Kò jọ
wà
bẹ́ẹ̀.
lọ́tọ̀, Aries wà
Wọ́n wà
lọ́tọ̀,
lẹ́yìn
yes.
ara wọn. Wọ́n wà lẹ́yìn ara wọn.
Bóyá thought wọn máa ń align ni, but ó yàtọ̀.
Anyway, Mr. Aristo, sorry for saying always. I do apologize for that.
Thank you
But
for that.
I know.
Apology accepted. But I also recognize that I might have said things that you feel I was pulling someone down. But this is what I will say, Madam Ajoke. You see, many a times when I make my commentary, I always tell people, always come when a discussion starts and be there when the discussion ended. Because anytime I talk, anyone that listens to me, I always do compare and contrast. I will compare a situation and I'll give the alternative, because I don't come and put my conclusion out. When I show you A, B, I don't tell you my conclusion. That is my conclusion. And many a times I've heard a lot of audio. People only listen to my comparison. They don't listen to my conclusion. So if you really want to solve an issue, Tabanike Kadajo Feyon Meji, Emma saw ibi tí ẹnì kíní ti ṣe dáadáa, ibi tí ò ti ṣe dáadáa, ibi tí ẹnì kejì ti ṣe dáadáa, ibi tí ò ti ṣe dáadáa, ẹ wá sọ nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ rò lórí conflict. Ṣé ọ̀nà sí nǹkan tí mo mí mà? Ẹ kàn lè wá kẹsẹ́ pé A, you are wrong. No, you must give facts of why A is wrong. And that is what happens in the court of law. Evidences are meant to be compared and contrasted. Then you look at things, oh, this is right, this is good. If you see any judge giving judgment, they will say, yes, you have done well as a policeman. You shot someone dead. As a policeman, you try to fight crime. Yes, it is your duty. As a policeman, you have to do this. But you shot this person. This person does not have another weapon, which means the force you use is excess than what the person is coming with. You ought not to have shot the person dead. Even if you had asked me, you ought to disarm the person. But for shooting the person, you have committed a murder. That is judgment. If you want to judge people, you just don't come and say everything you did is bad. No. And if, with all sincerity, anything that I've analyzed all...
Sorry, let's jump it.
Wait, now I'm talking to her now.
Because
we are talking.
With your evidence, you have to prove beyond the reasonable doubt.
Yes.
I don't understand that, Mr.
So for me, if you come and say, oh, aristocrat, I heard you saying something somewhere, I wasn't there, but I listened to an audio, I think what you said was wrong. And you made aristocrats to see the light of what you say. Then you listen to aristocrat to comment back. And if aristocrat, by your submission or your engagement, now finds out that, oh, I was wrong. Maybe because the information I got was not enough. Then
you know, we've had an argument before. You remember that?
Okay, that one. Okay, you were the one. But this was not the name now. This was not the name.
You have to take permission from the Olori. About to bring in
okay. But you remember, Ajoke, but you remember at the end of that day, what I said.
You also agreed that one Farile Olori.
Yes.
What you said after that.
Yes. Thank you. Because at the end of the day, I was able to show you the two sides. I was defending Papariano and also confirming what you said. And I said in some cases, it's like, you understand that day? That is how we always discuss. At the end of the day, you will see that we are all saying the same thing. But from
you know this journey. We can't see it all. There's on program, Tenyo Mobo Shelo. So, but Tenyo Bade got your money pay, and you need so see. Not until Tenyo back got to, as you said, to got to see. So I do appreciate everyone. You can look on your opinion, and in your telephone opinion, me. You understand? Not until, but only can look Kubari Otito lo ma set you are free. Èmi ò agree wípé kí a torí owó ká sọ ọ̀run wa nù. Katori Utamaje.
Mommy, let almost
Good morning, ma.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Mr. Andy, please, I know you are in the morning.
Mr. Andy,
Let me mute.
Mr. Andy, you hold on.
No. Let me, Joe,
Hold on now. Andy less.
Mr. Jones, wait. I know what I'm saying. Just hold on. I'm going to.
You don't know what you are saying.
I'm supposed to be sleeping now.
You don't know what you are saying.
And I know Mr. Andy is in the morning over there. Let me just quickly say something and I will get down. I want to sleep back.
Andy, sorry for that, please. Just
Good morning. You understand me, knows. Good morning, everybody. You know, I just met you people. I met the topic. I met that this as a guy wrote to which we are not forward to in the morning. Let me just say something, Mr. Aristocrat. You have said it all. Mommy, you're alone. Ekaroma, Akoromoma. It is Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú wa.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ìyá mi, àníṣe lásán, ànífojú sunkún ọmọ, ànífara gbààwẹ̀. Ẹ ṣé, mo dúpẹ́.
Yeah, what I want to say is, I want to say something. I guess maybe when people just want to talk now, we should try to ask them the definition of justice. I later find out that many people don't really understand what is called justice. Majority of people that say they are fighting this cause of justice is like we are follow. They follow people up where there is crowd, whatever they see here. And at the end of the day, whatever anybody say in one platform, like as Aristo have said, good morning, my dear. You know, when we started the beginning of topic or the beginning of discussion, many people might not be there. But when they jump to meet you in the middle while you are talking, you know, they assume it's an assumption that they used to castigate. They used to pick on people. Like, you said this, you said it. I've seen it like so many times. People will come here because they don't listen. They don't know the beginning of this topic. They did not start together with the host to know where they are discussing or where they are moving from. The words you will see or they will start talking, they start commenting is, why are you people like this? Why are you always castigating? Why are you always against what people say? Why are you? Because they don't know how they started it. Because they don't know where the topic begins or starts from. And at the end of the day, people like that, they will not even wait till the middle to the end of the show before running to another platform. When they go to another platform, they start painting that person that talk. The person they met speaking, they start painting that person as, do you hear what this person say? I don't believe that person is for justice. That person is anti-justice. That is where you see the rumor will start flying. They start moving from one platform to another. And if peradventure, the person now go again to that platform. They start tagging that person with different comments, with different negative comments, which is very, very bad. It's not good. For the past 8-9 months that we have been in this train together, why will you just castigate somebody with one word or one action, and you now use it to say that that person is anti-justice? And this is one of the error, one of the things that is affecting all this our justice for Mohbad, because we now find out that we are the one that are now fighting ourselves. Justice for Mohbad is now fighting justice for Mohbad. We are not facing the opposite people. We are not facing our opponents anymore. It's we ourselves that we are fighting, because we are quick to judge. We're quick to castigate people. Whatever anybody say, we don't listen. We don't digest to say why is this person saying this thing? Why is he? Why, you know? How does that person come to that conclusion? Our thought is not going to be the same thing in one moment. We are going to have different thoughts. But immediately you try to say something, you know, people don't listen. They don't know how you come to So that's your opinion. They castigate you immediately. And I see that this is one of the reasons why Nigeria is even backward now. That's one of the problems we are facing in that country, because we are quick to judge and to castigate our fellow human being. Even if the person does anything bad today, we don't think about what the person have done in the past that is of good. If we keep saying this Paparano said this thing today, I don't think Paparano is for justice. I don't think every time Paparano is to castigate. Have we forgotten that this same Paparano that we are talking about, so many things Paparano have said that is of useful to this justice for Mohbad? We don't look at it that way. We should just try to, reason along with ourselves and let's move on. Let this justice that we are looking for, let's achieve it in the right way. Let me just stop now for another person to talk. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much. God bless
section.
you. You make
I
a
want
point.
to lay down
God bless
and
you
sleep.
for that.
I'll be listening. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. I pick a point of it. Thank you. Andy, Soro Soke.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're streaming. Mommy, when you alone, I want you to unmute your mic because you know you. Then when you alone.
Hello, ṣó command mi ni àbí wàá sọ tẹnu ẹ wàá dẹ̀ jẹ́ kí n ọ̀rọ̀ ní ìtura tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Mi ò fẹ́ kó sí ẹ lẹ́nu. Wàá sọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹ, then I will come back to you.
Can you unmute your mic, please? It's you that I want to talk to. I know you.
Talk now. Mi ò lè kó sí ẹ lẹ́nu talk.
Hold on. I know you want justice for Mohbad. You are a freedom fighter. You've done a lot in the UK. Most of the protests that I do see on Facebook, I used to see you there. You understand? And let me just go back to the audio Paparazzi played this morning regarding to PG, one of the freedom fighter. You understand me? Let's assume that is someone in justice for Mohbad. You will see a lot of banter from different angles that will come against him or her, but only because it's made from BJ. Fine, the damage has been done. If we go by what BJ said, she said, and I quote, it's because of that audio, either from the PA, not from the PA, organized or arranged, or it's not arranged, is what puts justice for Mohbad in a mess. Now, let me stop there. You see, I personally, and Arifa is my guy. You see the guy beside you, when you're close, is also a fan of Arifa. None of us pray that Arifa or Pharaoh should still be there. Anybody to back there, one there, okay, die. But now, how can we correct other hosts or some panelists or commenter? Is to analyze this, and we should not be one-sided in our justice. Where justice belongs, the justice should be served. And you see, as things is unfold now, all our prayer towards these people is for them to gain their freedom. Now, with the old things, the truth must be out. Justice for Mohbad is being divided. Because if you bring your own summation out, or your own ideology, if it's not compatible with some people, they will tag you as anti-justice. Let me give you an example. And this is not even about Oyolo now, it's about every one of us in this platform. Now, let me give you one sample. Whatsoever. to another, doing justice for Mohbad. Can anyone tag? Can anyone tag lynching as anti-justice? Anyone that tag lynching as anti-justice, that person is not really seeking for true justice. What about Lagata? As Lagata does something in this justice for Mohbad, 100, he has done a lot. Can anyone tag in anti-justice? Anyone that tag Lagata as anti-justice, that person is not seeking for justice. No, it's myself.
You are going off
Andy. Okay, let me make it.
Location is location.
Somewhere.
Signal is not good.
Can I give space to speak? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Africa's Mr. Andy and grandmommy, Mama Dejoke. Good morning, ma. Good morning, everyone. I appreciate this platform.
Good morning, no. Good morning.
What we are doing. Yes, ma. Thank you, ma. I appreciate what we are doing on this platform. We are doing great job. Don't let me lie to you. Because all what we are doing here is giving all our enemies, or I call them anti-justice, as I used to say, it's giving them a lot of headache. Because they do come to this platform, if you people don't know. They do come and check what you are doing, what you are saying, the screenshots. There was a time my son was checking it. Mommy, look at what you are watching on other platform. They are watching you. Are you still on Papaya? And I said, I've just left now because of what I'm doing. So, we should be careful with words that came out from our mouth to each other. You understand? We should be clear enough.
Good morning, everyone. Good
Making
afternoon.
our statements, so that other people that are hearing us on their own platform, they will not see us as
Please
if we are
share,
fighting each other, or we are
like,
not
and support
even
us with
looking for
star.
justice. They are just playing game. They are
You
just
can
doing
subscribe
this
to
sort
our
of
badge.
things they have been saying. You understand? You may not hear
Oh,
everything at
Jesus.
the time, but at least when we come on this platform like this and we are discussing, we know our concern is about justice. We should not castigate anyone or condemn all our statements. Someone said it earlier. What I mean will not be the way I want to say it. You understand? But when we digest it with our own knowledge before we give a reply, we will now see that, okay, this is the direction this person is trying to talk about. Do you understand? We can't see ourselves gathering here. None of us is lower than 20 years old here. We are all above 30, 40, 50. So we should see it as if we are talking to our friend. Let's make ourselves friend so that we'll be able to fight this justice and the justice will prevail. We should not see ourselves as if this person is overriding this person is bigger than, or this person is talking against forever. We should see ourselves as one and pursue it. If not our cry, do you know that all these Mr. No and all of that are putting effort now? They will have their veins will have been coming down. But because we cry out on each platform, like especially Papariano, you are doing a good job. You are not relenting both day and night. You bring up a platform for people to speak out. This is a great platform, which I enjoy every time. Don't let me lie to you. Whether I'm mute or I always enjoy it. Whether I'm on that comment section, I always enjoy it because it gives me the vibe that I needed in this judgment. And this is what we should be pursuing. Don't let us look at what anybody is doing wrong. Let's look at what we want to achieve from what we are fighting for. You have one thing or the other to do, or you come up on platform to talk, to say something about what is going on. And which I believe that by God's grace, we are going to get that justice, whether they like it or not. The channel that they took now is what we should tread upon. Because I learned they said they are going for inquest. I think tomorrow is inquest. After inquest, one-on-one talk with the interview with the judge, the TV stations, radio stations, newspapers. They will have so that one alone It's telling them that government, though, we are not relenting. Whatever you like, hide it. It will surely come out. Under this sun, it will surely come out. You understand, my people? Let's join hands together, moving forward on this train. There, by the grace of God. I appreciate you all. Thank you for this time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I quickly want to say something. I quickly want to say something. I noticed something here. Like Andy was trying to pinpoint something out. When we are saying justice, we need to understand it very, very well and clear. Like, I don't know, maybe people heard. Andy made mention of my name. I followed Arifa. I watch him. I love him as a person. But when somebody is doing what is wrong, we shouldn't, because you love the person and now trying to cover the person. That is not the justice I'm looking for. If Arifa is my brother or my father or my sister or anything to me, provided he's doing something, if he do anything wrong, I will come out to expose him. That is the kind of justice. I'm just using Arifa as the case study, not because it was because that's the voice note. The voice note they are playing is all about Arifa. That was why I use Arifa as a case study. I'm not condemning Arifa now, please. You should not misquote me. I'm just using the voice note. If the law find Arifa guilty, then you have to go for it. Because if we are to cite Arifa now that, because Arifa is ours, I follow Arifa, I like Arifa, I don't want Arifa to go for what the crime he committed, then we shouldn't fight or we shouldn't blame Wunmi and their team for supporting Wunmi, because they love Wunmi and they are doing everything to protect Wunmi. They are Wunmi fans and they are protecting what they believe, what they like. So if we are fighting for justice, we are not fighting for human being. Fighting for justice does not mean you are fighting for one person. It means you want equality before the law. And one of the things that make me interested in Paparano and Aristocrat is when we come to law, when we come to let's put something straight the way it is, that is where they stand for. That does not mean they are doing everything perfect. That does not make them a perfect person. That does not mean that everything they are saying is 100% correct. But to be sincere with you, the platform that I know personally, that whenever it comes to facts, when it comes to law, how to put something straight, when it comes to legal, is Aristocrat and Paparano. I am a fan of Daddy York. I love him so much. He's doing wonderfully well. And he knows. So, that man is doing his own part too. He's not an anti-justice. He's doing what he can do. Sometimes if I want to catch cruise, I come up on his platform too and I speak, especially when you come to Bose Alamola. I always tag as Tunde that Bose always mingle with. We catch fun and we move, but sometimes we will say the truth. Sometimes we say the other phone. That sometimes we come and catch cruise on his platform too. So please, when he's catching cruise, let's know that this person is catching cruise. He's not really doing. This is not justice now. He's just catching cruise. But sometimes when he come out and saying the fact, we should know that he's coming out facts. He's bringing out facts. He's bringing out the truth. But my point is, like Andy rightly said in his submission before the network skip, had it been is Paparano or Aristocrat that said exactly what Buki just said in his voice in our voice note, I don't know what will have been happening in the social media in this black app this morning. everywhere will be bombarded with anti-justice paparazzo, anti-justice aristocrats. What are we gaining from all these things? Justice is not one-sided. Why can't we now join hand and fight Bukky Jesse that is castigating anti-justice? Because he's saying the fact. Fact is always remain fact. Don't let's be one-sided. I don't like to be one-sided. I'm not saying what Bukky Jesse did is wrong. She did everything right. But I did mean it is paparazzo or aristocrat that said that thing. We will not hear what. That is not the kind of justice that I'm looking for. I want equality before the law. I want Mr. A right to be the same as Mr. B right. That is what we are fighting for. I'm not here to support any host. I'm not here to support Baba Mohbad. I'm not here to support Wunmi. I'm here for justice. So that if something come again and happen again, we know how to. We know how to address it. The law will take its course. That is what we are looking for in justice. I don't know why justice team is now taking things against people that are even bringing their own effort out to help in this case.
My brother, because I want to go down.
Yeah, I'll round it up. Just 1 minute. I'll round up now. There's some opportunities that find themselves in abroad because of one thing or the other. They don't even know their left from right, but because they are in abroad, they will just speak as if they know it all. Nobody knows everything. So if anybody is doing anything wrong, please, let's try and bring the person out. Let's open the person. Don't support evil. Not because you are supporting justice for Mohbad and be supporting evil. That is what I stand for. That is my submission, please. Thank you. You can continue.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I do appreciate all what you've just said. Now, regarding what Bukky said, as for me, I don't think I really know much about that. What can I call it? What was going on before and what is going on now? If even Bukky can make mistake, and I think she did from the beginning as well, and she later come up and try to correct herself. That means no one is above mistakes. We all make mistakes, and if we make mistake, we have the right to apologize and stop arguing. I don't know what is going on with that thing, as I've said. So not until someone come out and tell me that voice note belongs to someone and they show me the evidence, right? Without evidence, I don't go with it. I want to see that evidence before I can say anything. And whatever I'm doing, the reward is there. Free. I'm free to go to any platform unless any and as I've said, wọ́n ní ọwọ́ ọmọdé ò tó pẹpẹ tàgbàlagbà ò wọ́ kèrègbè èmi ò fẹ́ máa sọ pé kí n máa continue láti máa follow tí bá wà lórí platform kan tí bá rí pé mi ò agree ara èmi ò kí ń gbà bí mi tiẹ̀ lọ sí orí platform kan gbé mi sókè máa type níbẹ̀ pé no mi ò agree pẹ̀lú kinní yẹn mo dẹ̀ entitled sí opinion tèmi orúkọ tó bá dé wù wọ́n kàn pè mí èmi ò kíà nípa yẹn. Now from what Mr. Handy just said, tábà ní kí n máa dáhùn question yẹn, mi fẹ́ go into gbàsà bí nǹkan kan this morning because gbogbo wa la mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àti tó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Ó máa dé ọ̀dọ̀ Mr. Muiwa, ó máa dé ọ̀dọ̀ ní group dé tán dissolve. And from there, oníkùn ló mọ̀ ká, ẹni tó dẹ̀ burú mọ̀, ẹni tó burú mọ̀, ẹni tó ń sòótọ́ mọ̀, ẹni tó dẹ̀ ń purọ́ nú ọkàn ara ẹ̀, conscience ẹ̀, ó máa dá lẹ́bi, ó dẹ̀ máa dá lẹ́jọ́. Because if someone tó bá sọ pé òun ṣe justice tó lè máa bring fọ́tò àwọn ẹlòmíì síta kó máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa wọn tó dẹ̀ ń gbé ẹnìkan pamọ́, who does that? Ó dẹ̀ ń hide èèyàn kankan má rí. So èmi ò mọrú yẹn. From what you said, you mentioned Lenchi's name. We were together pẹ̀lú ibi tí a lọ. So many things happened, which I just don't want to go back to that because I'm a bit tired from what we've done yesterday. All I want is peace. Ká dẹ̀ sọ òtítọ́. Kí ló mú Nàìjíríà tó fi bàjẹ́ tó fi dàrú? Àìlótìtọ́ ni àti òdodo. Wọ́n ní òdodo gan tún ju òdodo tún ju òtítọ́ lọ. So àìlódodo wa ló ń dá ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà rú láti àárín èmi àti ẹ̀yin. Charity begins at home. Wọ́n ní Barrister ní kálukú ló ní tiẹ̀ lára níbi tó fi hàn ló fún èèyàn níṣẹ́ lómìn. Torí pé gbogbo wa pátá ni mọ́là. Ẹni tílẹ̀ mọ́ bá ní bàráwò. Ẹlòmíì alóhùn ò kì í ṣe bàráwò. But if you go back and see pé oníkálukú wa ló lọ́wọ́ nínú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà nípa ká rí òtítọ́, ká má fẹ́ sọ, ká má fi rọ́bò, èmi ọmọ lágbájá, èmi kinní kan, màá rà ẹ́ pa, màá ṣe kinní kan. Agbára ti pọ̀ jù. But ọ̀nà wo la lè gbà tún ìlú ṣe báyìí because a lè ní kó máa lọ báyìí. Generation àwọn ọmọ wa ṣé nù ta fẹ́ fi wọ́n sí náà tún nìyí torí Ọlọ́run. Nigeria go better go better. Èmi ò sí lẹ́yìn èèyàn kankan. Even I've said it. Tí kìíní bá bọ́ síta, ìwọ̀n bá bọ́ síta lẹ́nìí, tó bá ṣe DNA, tó bá jọmọ Mohbad, máa apologize fún pé èmi náà ti sọnù ẹ̀. Máa apologize fún, máa welcome ẹ̀.
Mami, mo fẹ́ béèrè question kan lọ́wọ́ yín. Mo fẹ́ béèrè question kan lọ́wọ́ yín mà.
Yes, sir.
Ẹ má bínú. Now, ẹ jọ̀ọ́. And this same question goes to all justice team. If you are fighting for justice for Mohbad, the same question goes to every one of us here. Because Laban blame government. If we are blaming government, that government is not doing the right thing.
Sorry, my brother. Tapology over solve problem. Tí ò bá gbà, then that person go do what's here. Ibi tó bá máa lọ. Go take it up. You understand?
Now, yeah, my question is, if okay, let me say it this way. Taba bí gbogbo àwọn tá à ń fight for justice for Mohbad nsìn pé okay. Ṣé àgbà tó bá jẹ́ lóòótọ́ ẹni tó bá jẹ̀bi nínú kéèsì tí Arifa, ẹ má bínú, mo love Arifa o, ẹ má bínú torí ẹ mọ̀ pé voice note tí Arifa òun ni gbogbo nǹkan tí Bukky ṣe play òun ló jẹ́ kí n máa lo ọ̀rọ̀ Arifa as case study. Ẹ má get me wrong, I don't want to.
Kí ni yóò show ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ ta ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ kò show.
Ẹni tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yín by the right náà ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ tún.
Okay.
Yes. Now, n tí mo ń try láti fàyọ ni pé I don't want people to castigate or to misquote what I'm saying here. I'm only using Arifa as a case study because that was a voice note that was being played on this platform. Please, I don't want you to misquote me. That why am I bashing Arifa, or why am I saying something on Arifa? It was because the voice note was on Arifa issue. Now, if we are to say that today, kágbà pé gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ní Arifa sọ pé irọ́ ló pa, tí wọ́n bá ní pé irọ́ ló pa, tí wọ́n evidence dẹ̀ sọ pé tí wọ́n prove a right pé irọ́ ni Arifa pa, do we all agree that Arifa should go for it? Ṣé gbogbo justice system lè fọwọ́ ẹ̀ sọ̀yà gbókè kí Arifa, let Arifa go for it tó bá jẹ́ pé lóòótọ́ ni gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe? Mọ́mí ṣe lè dáhùn yẹn mà.
Yeah, máa dáhùn.
Yeah, I'll answer that.
Straight to the point, kí n tó lọ síbẹ̀, tó bá jẹ́ wípé ní Nàìjíríà tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀, wọ́n máa ń dá ẹjọ́ bó ti yẹ àti bó ti tọ́. Once again, àní sí níbi tá a wà yìí. Now, ká wá lọ sí ọ̀rọ̀ Arifa. Tí wọ́n bá rí wípé Arifa gbogbo nǹkan tó sọ tó ṣe pé kì í ṣe òtítọ́ àti òdodo, rule of law ó láti take place, you understand? Tí wọn ò ní fi igbá kan bọ̀ kan nínú, and which is tí wọ́n ní láti tún go back pẹ̀lú àwọn tí wọ́n jọ ń fà náà kọ́ dẹ̀ ṣe ẹ̀tọ́ fún àwọn náà bó ti tọ́ àti bó ṣe yẹ, because it takes two to tango. Kí ló fa gbogbo ohun tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí? Níbo la ti ń bọ̀? Níbo ni tọ̀wọ́n náà ti ń bọ̀ lọ́hùn? So kán dá ẹjọ́ bó ṣe yẹ fóníkálùkù, kóníkálùkù dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó ń ṣe kó dẹ̀ kó ará yòókù lọ́gbọ́n. So submission mi nìyẹn.
Okay, now.
All right. Can I answer your question again?
Yeah, answer it, please.
All right. Like you have said earlier, I think that question itself is not something we should be asking, because we know justice is fair. It's fairness, right? So that means whatever.
Not in Nigeria.
No, I'm saying in general. You don't.
Okay, all right, thank you.
In general, justice is fairness to people, irrespective of who you are, what you are, or where you are. It's fairness. So whatever Arifa must have done, then justice, the law must take its course. So and also at the same time, that should be fair in justice for Mohbad, because Arifa came to justice for Mohbad, and under the umbrella of justice for Mohbad is where Arifa has committed a crime. So whatever we are fighting for in justice for Mohbad, either the DNA, the cause of death, the autopsy, whatever, then justice and the law must take its course also.
Yes, I'm going there too. I just started with all those with Arifa. Now, the second question is, I know that some people, some one-sided people will not, they won't be able to answer that question, because they don't want anybody that they are siding or backing up to fall. The same thing is happening to women now. Now, what I want us to know, if we are looking for a real justice, and this thing has to begin with us, within us. It has to start with us. And that is where I'm having issue with some people in this justice thing. There's one statement Baba said that made me to fall in love with Baba. He said, even if it is my mother that embalmed Mohbad, let's go to court. That is the kind of justice that we are all looking for, that we are praying for in our country. But not justice by mouth, not justice by hearsay, not justice by saying because people are saying it. Now, where I'm going is, we are looking for justice from our government. Let the government do the right thing. But in our own side, are we also doing the right thing? There was a question that was thrown to Baba in the last interview. Baba, how many people have you sued to court? Many people in justice system did not talk. They did not bring out that point out to address it, and which is very, very critical.
Sorry, Mr. Atus, we've already addressed that on this platform 2 days ago at night.
Maybe I'm not there.
You are not there then.
Yeah, but yeah, I know, but I'm saying this thing to other people.
Thanks for having me. God bless us all. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think we need to learn how to do the right thing, not because somebody say it is home that said it. So it is because it is home that said it, we will not follow it because we don't know home, or we don't know love and what's your name? We don't know you in justice team. Because you said this, we will not follow you. Love and justice. Because we don't know you in justice team like that, we will not follow what you said. And you are saying a valid point. So that is what I'm trying to bring out, that we should know.
Fighting underground before.
Okay, you have been fighting underground.
Yes. Okay. In fact, in everywhere that I spoke about it, and people like, you want my own life. I even dream about it. So for you to know, I'm been fighting this justice. There is no time they talk about it. I'm not coming up or not. I know Baba's place now, but we don't go there. We don't talk about,
No. That's not what I'm saying. No, that don't try to get.
I'm only saying that I'm on this justice, but not coming to platform to come and talk or that's what
Mm-hmm. You are doing the right thing. It's not everybody that we be the what is it called? The mouth spoker. What's the best English to use? Yeah.
All platforms. Not all
yes, it's not everybody that will be host. It's not everybody that will be hosting. So, but you can make your contribution and let it be clear. But what I don't like is when somebody is bringing his own submission, but because it did not align with yours, you now tag the person anti-justice. It doesn't really make sense. It's not helping us in this case. If you have something to say, love and justice. Okay.
Yes. What I wanted to say is, okay, Mommy Yolong has gone. Like, when I asked that first question to Mommy Yolong, I was like, if you are in a position whereby you have a gun and someone that you're having an issue with have a gun, and you know that person can possibly use that gun to shoot you, will you kill the person? She said, yes, she will, definitely. I was like, okay, fine. Then the thing is, this case that we are fighting right now, in all fairness, leave aside Arifa, Veron, and all. Leave aside that one. If we all believe that this thing is an homicide case and someone died and the person just died like that, he was killed, he was murdered in his own house, then we should treat it like an homicide case, not a family case. And that goes for the people, the Baba, and the people supporting Baba. They might have done their best in the past, but their best is not showing in 10 months now. So they need to start treating it like an homicide case, like a murder case. That is when we'll see the true justice. That is where we'll be able to, we know we are fighting against the government, principality and powers, the people in high places, even the people in the house. Because come to look at it now, people in the house of Mohbad, people staying with him, including his own blood and flesh, his brother in the house, have not yet come out to say this and this is what really happened to Mohbad. This and this is what has happened in the house. Maybe there was a fight or there was not a fight. They did not come out to see, they did not come out to testify and say anything good to help us see the way forward in this justice for Mohbad. And we all believe that this thing is a murder case. This guy died in that house. and the police are not doing the right job. So if we want the job to be done right, then we need to treat it like a real murder case. Everybody, Baba himself, need to surrender or accept the public to have an opinion or to consent to a lawyer of the public to help them fight the justice. We cannot say Nigeria is not a lawful country. We are a lawful country, but we are not law abiding. Not everybody is law abiding, and it's the majority of Nigeria that are not law abiding. So if we want to go by the law, then we need to treat it in all fairness, and Baba need to give it to the public, because this is an homicide case. It's not Baba against anybody. It is the state against the accused. It is the state prosecuting this case. It is the state against whoever is the what's it called? Is the suspects. Then they will prosecute that. It is not against Baba. Baba has nothing to play here. The only place you need Baba, in all fairness, is when the DNA comes in play, which can also be a motive for the murder, for the killing of Mohbad. But that's the only place you can see Baba coming in play. So if we want to get the real justice for Mohbad, then we need to treat it like an homicide case. In all fairness, if you and I believe that this thing, justice means fairness, then in all fairness, Baba need to submit to the public or consent to the public lawyer. Thank you.
Yes. I wish I'm the host. I want to give you a plug. I want to clap for you. In fact, that is what we have been saying. You just nail it at the Papa. Please clap for that love and justice, please. If you are there, you just nail it at the end. You just nail it. Yes, that is what we have been saying all this while. That when looking for justice, Baba need to rest now. It is only when it comes to DNA, Baba should show off. Baba should handle this case to public. It is an homicide case. Let public prosecute, let state and public prosecute the case. Let them take the case up. We understand there's a government hand in it in one way or the other. There are something that the government or the people that surrounded the death of Mohbad are hiding. We all know that. But if we are to allow Baba to be doing this thing alone with some team, I don't know their team, but with some team or a group of people, they will not take us to where we are going. I can say that they will not take us to where we are going. But if the justice team can organize themselves, gather some reasonable understanding people with wisdom and like minds together to form a group, or let's say it is a foundation that will handle the case, it will be an easy ride for every one of us. We will not be going back and forth on this case. The case is so glaring. It is an homicide case. If it is a foundation, or let's say a foundation that is handling this case, I know by now some steps must have been taken. By now, the group will have called, or the foundation will have called out the police that they should arrest all the people in that house. Baba cannot call people out. Baba cannot call police out to arrest those people. They will not listen to him as an individual. They will not listen to him. But if a foundation or group of people do that, they will listen to the cry of the people and do the needful. And that is where the angle I want the people around Baba, those people that are speaking to Baba, to look into. That the people that are saying that let the public handle it, they love him. They are not against him. They want justice for Mohbad. So please, that is my own submission on that, please.
Mr. Tones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Tones. We've talked about this, what you are saying. Some days I will still go back to, because there is nothing we've not discussed on this Papariano platform here. 2 days ago or 3 days ago, we've talked about it. That Baba should hand it over to the public. Public will give more voice than Baba alone. What they are trying to portray about Baba is that he's pursuing property, is looking after the daughter-in-law, his daughter-in-law, whatever is called. You understand? That Baba should give it up to public. We will have public lawyer, we will have public activists, we will have public NGO, whatever, that can take it up, so that they will be able to hurt these people. Okay, look at the question, Baba, how many people have you sued? Can Baba sue anyone? And the whole world will not be, the whole people will not be like, hey, you see, ó ti gbéyàwó ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ́kọ̀tù o, torí ogún ni o, torí kinní kan ni. That's what they will be saying. And this Baba, he has, I'm sorry to say, please don't nail me. He's not educated enough to know how to do it. And the people behind him, the people by his side, the people working with him are not really helping enough. To my own understanding, with all this cry we are crying, they are not really giving the help that this man needed to him. I don't know, maybe they are just trying to help their own life too, I don't even know, for public to recognize them or whatever. It's my own opinion, as I've said. So let Baba give it. If public have handled this thing, government too will have shaked now. They don't want anything to hurt them. They don't want anything to hurt them. When anything is coming up to hurt them like this, they will really want to, like, maybe it was the cry that made them to exhume the guy. It was the cry of the public. How many cry Baba cried, they answered him. Where are his efforts head? Let the effort of masses, let it come up. If we get lawyers from masses, from Nigerians, from the Nigerians are crying for this, we don't want this to continue. We want it to stop on so person's head. Or this Mohbad, no, let there be end. Anything comes up like that, everybody will know that government will not take it lightly with us, because this is a murder case. It's a murder case, and they knew the truth from trash, sir. From day one, they knew the truth. From that very week, they knew who killed him. The person has confessed to them. And he's already in political hand. They have taken hand to hand. They've already taken it like that. So they are not fooling us. Seeing us as if we have no job. We should go and find something to do. You know, that kind of a thing. And then everybody will be going away with their evil atrocity every now and then. Look at Bamishe. I always put up that matter. Bamishe, what killed her in that PRT? Nobody could give an answer. Whether the man they caught that time is still in jail, whether they've released him, nobody knew. This one again. Tí gbà ṣe máa wò ní tó máa pa àwọn ọmọ ológo lórílẹ̀-èdè, ta ló mọ̀ nǹkan tí Bámiṣé fẹ́ become? And we all know that if this guy should be living on health by now, we know what is going to bring, the glory is going to bring to Nigeria, not to his family alone, Papa. The glory this guy, this angel will bring to the world. You know, all these ones, gbogbo àwọn ìwà tóun náà ti wù yẹn, ó ti fi ń kọrin. Àwọn ọmọ tí ò gbọ́ràn náà ti ń gbọ́ wípé ayé mi ò gbúdọ̀ bàjẹ́ sínú igbó mímu, ìwàkiwà, olè jíjà, ìpátá ṣíṣe, I have glory. You know, this thing has been a help for them. If that's how God does his own things, ó máa mú nǹkan tí ò sí, á fi dọ̀lọ́gbọ́n láàmú. Yeah, you understand? God may allow him to, maybe God see him now when he was passing through Naira Marley teaching and all the doctrine, whatever they do in that place. And God pull him out again. He come. Your face is saying, he went and said, God, I'm sorry. I'm no more in this way again. I want to follow the right way. And he's using that music to portray all those things, all good things. And you can hear those guys, my 12 guys, K2 guys, Ikorodu guys saying that, Oriomo, he last àwọn máa ń ní ìrònú pìwàdà pé èmi náà máa jẹ́ nǹkan láyé. I saw a guy saying that. He said, I'm no more doing bad thing I've been doing because I heard Mohbad's song that teach me a lot. So how do you just cut that person all because of your own selfish interest? How? So that is what we should be clamoring for. If Baba cannot handle this thing on his own, let all this Mr. Muiwa, Bossman, Lagata, all those ones that I used to hear their voice, Sister Buki, they say, all of them, they say, let them come out to the public. Let's take public lawyer. You will see that when we do that, government too, they will sit right. I'm telling you, won't affect anything. Go hot, I want to be down. And they see that we are only bragging, we are not really doing the needful, we are just bragging on our phone, everybody just sits down in his own corner and talk whatever he likes. So is that what is going to push me as a governor? Come and push me away now. But when governors see something hot, you will see them shouting in the house. Look at it when it first happened. This my man in Ikorodu, Benson, he looked it up. He was saying it there in the house of House of Rep there. House of Senate, he was saying it. You know, if it's hot then again, you will see that they will raise it up again. Let us find solution to it for them. Briefly and later they will release or leave the person. But at least let the justice prevail. But we are not doing the needful. We are only fighting ourselves. Arifa say, what's this my uncle's name? Arisco Craft says this. This one says that. This is what they say in this platform. That is what they said in the other platform. You are chasing cloud. They see us as nobody. That these people, they are just bragging. They don't know what they want. You understand? Let's put our feet on ground. If we are to come out, let's call it. We'll come out. They will not kill all of us now. They will not kill. They sit waiting their eyes during NSAS. So they don't want such a thing to repeat itself again. And this our government, Governor Lagos State. If any one of your agents is here, I bow. I don't know how you people are twisting matter because of one person is involved, the other person is involved. You cannot come out and speak truth. For once, get your kojofi. Pipe oga, otishele, no, you face it. Emma fi egbo se pe we are in caucus or awo kan náà ni wa, ẹgbẹ́ kan náà ni wa.
There is something I would like to say. I am using this opportunity to appreciate everyone that surrounded Baba, that they have done a wonderful work. They have tried. They have done well. They mean well for Baba. But please, I'm begging all of them, please, can we try and look the other way? Can we try and change our way of doing things? Can we try and look at other side? Look at what they are doing that we are not doing. Can we try and implement new things so that it can bring new results? Because I believe we cannot keep on doing the same thing and expecting different results at the same time. It's not going to work out that way. Can we please listen to the cry of other people? Some people said, public, when somebody said, and I quote, that
I'm going, sorry, please.
All right.
I just want to say thank you everyone. I appreciate this platform. We'll see you later. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Papa Riano, I appreciate you. Love you everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.
Hello. Yeah, good morning, everybody. I don't know if I'm permitted to make my contributions. I want to talk about two things, actually. I want to talk about Baba and the case of Arifa, but let me start with the case of Baba. So the case of Mohbad is the case between the state and the suspect. So I believe if the state is not doing the right thing and Baba is not, maybe Baba could not fight them rightly or maybe vulnerable or something. As a concerned citizens, I believe the states and the citizens can take up this fight even without Baba's consent to fight the state if the state is not doing what is right, as the state is not doing what is right. Because when we say we need to seek Papa consent for public lawyers and stuff like that, but we standing with the way the case is, we can see that Baba itself does not even have this sufficient power to fight the state, but the public might. It's not necessarily for the public to wait till Baba say, okay, do this before the public can act. The public can challenge the state and say, okay, state, we don't believe the process that you are using to fight this justice. The pathologists, the police, the states can, the citizens can challenge them. Not necessarily that Baba should challenge them. Because if you say Baba should give consent, it's like you want to put Baba in the middle and now stay behind Baba and now be fighting the state so that if anything want to repatriate, it will say, maybe we are doing it because of Baba. Just the case of Arifa and Veron. We are doing it because of justice for Mohbad, stuff like that. Yes, fine. But if the citizens, the public really wants to fight this cause, we can fight it even without Baba's consent. We can fight the state, we can fight the police for this justice for Mohbad. We can fight the pathologists for this justice for Mohbad if we really want to fight it. That's my own submission concerning that. And secondly, concerning the case of Arifa and Venom, I believe the king is using his power, abuse of power to punish these guys. Because naturally there are freedoms of speech. And when there is freedom of speech, you are meant to misyan, which is normal. That's why there's a disclaimer. All I believe that these guys does not even know the king in person. Some of them have not even seen the king before, not to talk of attacking the king physically. They have not done anything rather than speech to tarnish the king image. So why is it taking this far? Instead of ordinary disclaimer can just solve this issue. But because they see that these guys are child of no people, that's why they are taking it up to this extent. Because I've not seen anything that these guys have committed. They have not attacked the king in any form rather than through the speech. So that's my own submission to that also.
All right, travel tour. I just have a few comments. You've spoken well, but just that something doesn't just sit well with me. I believe there are certain there are ways of approaching it. You see about the Baba case. Let me start with the Baba and the Mohbad case issue. There are two types of cases in court. There are civil and criminal cases. So you see, the public can decide that okay, we didn't agree with whatever people have brought out. We don't like it. You have to go and redo it. The government, because you are indebted to us, we put you all there. We are the one even paying your salary through our taxes and all. So we can say that when it comes to the criminal case, but when it's civil, that's when we need Baba's consent. I think you should check that more. That's Baba must be involved. Baba must consent to it so that we can help him through that one. So and also in the Arifa and the others that have been held in custody, you see, they will say there's freedom of speech, but freedom after speech is not guaranteed. Yes, you can say anything you like, but you have to have full evidence of what you are saying. So whatever you are saying now, you are free to say it. Yeah, you are right. People defame people, do things. I've seen where they put even Donald Trump pictures on his head on the body of a porn star. I've seen when they do that to the president of this same country also. So they didn't do anything. But the king is prosecuting this. He said he doesn't like it, and that means he doesn't like it. And anything that you say against the king, you have to bring evidence to back it up. And if you don't have evidence, then you have to face the law, and the law must take its course. And that is what is really affecting Arifa and the others. See, I'm not actually in support of where they are. I'm not happy where they are. And I believe many of us too, we are not happy where they are also. But the thing is, what they have said has caused them where they are now. What they have said have caused them that. And if they plead, and the guy said, I don't want to accept your apology. Yes, I've heard that, but I don't want to accept your apology. You have to go for it. Then fine. That's how it will be. But what they have said has brought them to where they are right now. We don't have anything to do with that. We just have to plead and do whatever it takes for them to be out of that place. But what they did is what brought them to that place. And it is very, very wrong. If someone is tarnishing your image, I made a typical example here to one lady, to one mommy here, and she answered the question correctly, which is good. So if someone is tarnishing your image and you know that thing the person is saying, if the person is defaming you, that thing the person is saying might affect you in future or even now, and you are a reputable person, you will do the same thing. Even if you are not a reputable person, you will do the same thing also to that person. Because you won't watch someone bring about your downfall. And that's that about that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I want you to remember also that there was no warning before they were picked up. And there is always a first-time offender. These guys, it's not as if the king has given them any form of warning before. And even through their speech, they might not know that it's defamation. Because, well, I don't know. Me, I just see it like that anyway. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. Well. All right. Thank you very much. Please just let me step in here. Travel talk. Please just listen because I just want to educate. And let's take it as education for everyone at the comment section. This is education, and education is not biased, it's just to lay what the grand norm should be. Number one, I'm very glad that I can see people talking about the public taking the center stage. And you do not need Mr. Joseph Aloba's permission as the public to do the right thing. You don't, in any form. When Mohbad was buried, did not go to Baba Mohbad to say, we want to tell government to exhume the body of your son, or because we feel this guy was killed, he did not die a natural death, and we want them to do it. Yes. They did not go to Baba Mohbad, neither did they go to the wife, neither did they go to the brother or those who were living with him or his mother. They went out and they protested. And because they protested, people in government, that is both in all forms of all the structure of government, executive, legislature, and judiciary, they quickly came together. If we don't do anything, this thing will cause trouble in Nigeria. Because that protest was done all over Nigeria to the extent that at the National Assembly, they spoke about Mohbad. It is not because Baba Mohbad spoke. Neither was it because Wunmi spoke, the widow, or the mother, or because they had a Femi Falana as lawyer. No, it was not. It was because the public spoke. This is education. Now, let's think about it. If the public hadn't spoken, do we think Lagos State would have exhumed that body if it was just the father that said he wants investigation? Please respond. Those are the comments, either yes or no. Do you think the state will have exhumed the body, doing something that has never been done before in Lagos State or in Nigeria, that someone died and they have to go and exhume the body? Do you think they would have? They wouldn't. Yes. Because it does not affect everybody. And when you see the mass protesting, disturbing traffic, disturbing things. Government don't want insecurity because that protest could lead to insecurity. They need to address it. But this was what the government did, and it was right. They did what you asked. But what did the public do after? The public withdrew and now gave their power to Wunmi, Iya Mohbad, and Baba Mohbad and say, we will support you. That is where you got it wrong. It's like a king giving his power to his subject and say, now you go the rule now, I go to support you. It is the subject that ought to support the king. So this is education. When the public fails to do their own duty and they usurp their power to individuals within the public, this is the problem you will have. We continue to fight ourselves. We will create groups that we support. Some people among the public too will use it to explore some other people. They will use it. Yoruba will say, "Wọ́n jà àwọn kan lórí ara, wọ́n jà wọ́n ní olè ẹ̀mí, wọ́n jà wọ́n lólè pocket." They will rob some people emotionally, psychologically, material-wise. People that